Ora, bem-vindos a uma nova série no canal Alan Wake 2. Ora, esperemos que isto esteja melhor com um. Pelo menos tem a obrigação de ser. Pelo menos ter a mesma qualidade. Vamos ver como é que está o jogo. Ora, vamos seguir.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
O que é isto? Epá, acordar assim numa zona lamacenta. Estou nu, no meio do nada, é um bocado estranho. Nevoeiro, epá, um ambiente assim um bocadinho para o sinistro. Ao princípio parecia dois faróis de um carro, mas afinal não, são lanternas. Aqui embaixo, pá. Oh. É por aqui, é. O que foi isto? Lá começam os barulhos. Epá, o vento aqui nas árvores está espetáculo. As árvores a abanarem. A vegetação está... Epá, que é isto? Já começas com visões, pá. A vegetação está espetacular. Epá, mas é com os grunhidos. O que é isto? Opa! É isso, não corres que não é preciso. Vou mesmo ficar aqui. Opa, fogo. Ei, epa, pira-te. Opa. Epa, epa. Corre, pá, corre. Todo desengonçado. Pá. É isto. É isso, come mais devagar, pá. Epa. Oh, ponto. Mesmo para a boca do lobo. Aceita da palavra. É isso. Aceita da árvore. Pronto, já foste. Epá, não preciso mais, pá, já está morto, pá. Bem, arrancaram-lhe o coração, deixaram-lhe em cima da mesa de todo preso. Que seita será esta, pá? Cauldron Lake. Acho eu que é. Alan Wake 2.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
Ora, a beberem café sincronizados.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
O que é que eu disse? Cauldron Lake.
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car. So where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Convite.
Worth memorizing.
Aqui carro sozinho.
Swallowed up by the trees.
Ora,
I should take a look
dos
at that map.
primeiros coletíveis do jogo. Mapa. Ora, a gente está aqui.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Quit your belly aching, Thornton. I'm up here now. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Ora, vamos lá continuar. Lá por baixo
Before we
da
get to the crime scene,
fença
It's time to review the facts of the case so far.
da
Make sure I'm
adaptação.
seeing the clues clearly. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
Ora, este é o
Facts are on
espaço
the board.
que a gente utiliza para ver as provas do jogo. Vou fazer uma coisa que é melhor. Isto aqui.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just...
Ora, deixa lá ver aqui então. Ah não, já. Isto era só para ver. Ah. Opa, não era para aqui.
We can handle this ourselves if they just stay the hell out of it. All of them.
Shut up, Thornton. They can still hear you.
I'm just saying. You know I'm usually a calm person.
A seguir o caminho.
Shut up. Shut up.
Alguma coisa para aqui?
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that
Outro coletivo.
I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops
So-
who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
A gente vem daqui da vedação. Ir aqui. Quem segue este caminho, né? Segue ele. Voltamos aqui para a direita. Esquerda. Direita destas escadinhas. E está aqui o coletível. Quem quiser ler isto é só meter o vídeo na pausa. E aqui não há nada. O que é isto? Starting fires. Fires are prohibited. Sim, normal numa floresta, né? Num parque.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Mirror pick.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Num bom sítio para ser morto.
Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around
Olha, eu gosto
here
da chuva.
feels like home.
Eu também não
You
gosto.
think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
Detesto chuva.
Next coffee's on me.
Here together at the murder site. I did not want to swap. No, I'm not getting it. Try explaining it one more time. Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So... there's some shootouts with the mob?
Acho que havia por aqui outro coletival.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective.
He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Fragmentos de manuscrito. Pois, não tenho. São 12, tenho um. E para aqui vem-se pelo lado da General Store, lado direito. Ou seja, a gente vem daqui, né? Está ali o polícia. Vamos para este caminho. Voltam para aqui. Mesmo no fim disto tudo, está lá o colecionável no chão. Lado esquerdo. Vamos lá continuar. Há alguma coisa dentro? Uma prova já a gente tem. Isto. Ora, aqui outro colecionável. Não é? Parecia. Mas aqui é. Ora, vamos lá. Procurar.
Now, this
Quem vem
is the
dali?
scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now, we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Quem vem daqui?
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor.
É assim que virem
Does
este
this fit the MO
tronco
of the previous murders?
e ali o corpo. Direita,
Step
direita.
1. Examine the corpse.
Vai-se neste caminho aqui. Vamos dar aqui a esta tenda.
Wanna start by inspecting the body, Anderson?
Também podem vir dali, que foi onde vi primeiramente. Ali. Agora vindo daqui. Tem aqui um colecionável. Uma lancheira. Tem aqui esta folha. Tem aqui estes símbolos. Que é o código para abrir aquela caixa. Agora vamos lá abrir a caixa.
Trust me. Well, I've been doing some deep research online, and I know how to keep
Está.
confidential matters. Look, I get that the UFO thing was a joke, but you're probably
Caixa está para aqui.
the truth from the average Joe.
Anderson! Hey, let's get back to work over here, can we?
Está aqui a caixa.
A creepy twig sculpture? Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
Ora, este e este aqui. Não é este. Munições. Pegue nada se não for uma das árvores. Está-se a referir à seita. Vamos ver aqui. Está ali a caixa. Nem vim por aqui. E estou aqui. Ora, vamos lá examinar o corpo.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic. Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Pronto, vamos ter aqui mais coisinhas. Tenho que investigar a cena de crime, que é o que vamos fazer. Os punhos.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
Coração.
Left the heart right next to the body.
O peito.
Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
A voltar aqui.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about. Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message. Doesn't make sense. Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
Ah, pois, claro. Atiravam-lhe o coração aqui e ele não morria aqui, morria no outro lado.
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Vamos lá falar com a polícia, acho eu. Não é? Este.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it. I had to review the clues.
Bem, vamos lá ver o que a gente tem para aqui.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. Think. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Ok, vamos lá analisar o perfil.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Isto.
This mug always cheers me up.
Não é pior, mãe. Mais alguma coisa para ver?
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Well, I'll just wait.
This one of your hunches, Anderson?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night. Possibly nude. The killers knew he was here.
Ora, vi por aqui.
Strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the bookers. The job is unfinished.
Vi por aqui. Subir esta.
What was this guy doing so
Esta.
Haven't figured
Esta
that part out
saliência
yet.
aqui. Ou quero chamar.
Lots of questions.
Lots of
Vem
answers
por
for us to
aqui.
find. I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Por aqui. E alguns por aqui. Está isto. Manuscrito. Fragmentos. Fragmentos de manuscrito outra vez. Deixa cá ver. 4. Desde que eu já tinha, não era?
If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softy Casey is. My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic.
Baterias.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
Pronto. Aqui é o relacionável, não é aquilo. É que as coisas podem ficar um pouco malucas por aqui, mas se você sentir medo, lembre-se apenas de que Alan está tomando conta de nós. Ora, está mais uma. Ora, vamos embora. Para onde voltamos? Não foi por aqui. Foi por aqui. Devemos cá voltar. Não se preocupem com isso.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Perdi-me.
I didn't know trees got that big.
A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Vamos lá voltar aqui.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what. I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. Ugh.
É aqui em cima, pá.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
You made it back.
Too late.
Good.
I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Ok.
Thanks.
Vamos lá.
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean.
Agora quando subirem isto,
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more
tem
helpful.
aqui um edifício.
Surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Deixa-nos ir por ali. Mas antes de ir por ali, voltamos aqui para esta coisa, este
I
aparelho,
wanna walk
esta
around
casa,
for a minute.
You know where to find
esta estação, como isto é. Esta é a estação da FBC. Aqui sobe-se aqui isto e apanha-se mais o quê? Correto, mais uma lancheira. Mais 2 fragmentos. Pode-se vir aqui. e meter aqui. E já se tem 7. Pronto. Vamos voltar. E vamos lá continuar a história.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
É por aqui.
Here we are.
E já cá estamos.
Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
Welcome to Bright Falls. Bem-vindos a Bright Falls. Epá, esta memória do Alan Wake 1.
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Casos. Ora, vamos lá. E dá para ir aqui.
Any interesting guests lately? Any good finds?
Zilch, but someone left a gross surprise under their bed for housekeeping. They went nuts.
So, that's what all that screaming was about?
Either that, or the couple on their honeymoon.
Hi!
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Don't know, don't care. How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much. Never enough coffee. Oh, that's rich, bittersweet nectar. Coffee world.
Oh dear. Cute.
E aqui do lado, mais um mapa.
Welcome to Bright Falls.
Ao Dear Dinner, ao lado esquerdo, atrás, ao lado esquerdo da cabine telefónica, um mapazinho. E antes de entrar no café, podem vir aqui.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
E alguns para aqui.
Tweet, tweet, my sweets. Now why
Está outro colecionável.
Another one of those lunchboxes.
Mais uma lunchbox. Ai, ai. Você já deve estar a ver o que é, né?
The days of our lives are fleeting, and they end in the end. They end.
Bem, vamos lá voltar para o restaurante.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
E está igual o restaurante. Olha aqui a jukebox.
Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Hey, how's it going?
Can't believe that happened. I still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had. I need something to force this open. It's not opening.
Sim, eu pensava que chegar aqui e abrir as portas todas conforme eu quisesse. Bem, vamos lá falar com os Bookers.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron late last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree. The cult of the tree. Cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found it. The whole thing was terrifying.
Bem, já sabem quem era aqueles pessoas que estavam com lanternas na mão. Eram estes.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth.
Vamos voltar.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks.
Vamos lá pegar o colar.
Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear friends.
Oh, God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible
Alguma
thing
coisa
happened to
estranha
the
se passa.
She drowned. Your daughter.
Ela hoje de manhã do carro falou com a filha. Ora, esta diz que a filha se afogou.
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Miss you, kiddo. I'll be home soon.
11 remaining.
Ora, e já tenho 12. Vou fazer isto.
Saga had lost count of how many shots she'd fired, but she was sure it must have been more than she had in her magazine. And yet, she'd not run out of ammo. As if the magazine had grown to fit more bullets. She fired again.
Ai, ai, vamos lá. Por isto aqui. É aqui. Por área.
Think, Saga.
Então.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. I need to know more about the Cult of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down. These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more.
Então, isto é para onde? Para aqui? Ah, estava a ver. Isto, certeza que não é.
Keep trying.
Bem, vamos continuar.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The Cult of the Tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this Cult of the Tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day.
Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Anything you need? Just
Para que eu estava a ir.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Yep. Just here to pay my ticket. Whenever you're ready to take my money. No speeding happening here, I see.
Sir, some patience, please.
Ora, e aqui está o mapa. Entrou na porta, aqui por dentro, mapa.
It won't open.
See you around. Agent? As you know, the investigation is being taken over by the federal agents.
Oh dear.
Sheriff
I'm
Breaker
a
wants us
tourist,
to cooperate
and it
fully.
appears that I'm lost in the woods.
I'm being
If
serious,
only had a
Hudson.
tour guide. Also, it's bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right, I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government, and that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh wow, you think of everything, and we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak. The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
The Mile High Strangler case. Proud of that one.
Pá, queria saber onde estava esta cassete. É isto. Acho eu. Adventure Tours. É o último coletível deste episódio. E mais nada. Aquilo também não. Ora, vamos lá embora.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay. Let's take a look at outpatient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
Punho.
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Testa.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up.
Coração.
There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Feito.
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest.
Vamos voltar aqui. Não. Este.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. Nope. Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Doesn't add up.
Eu já examinei. Ah, falta pôr isto.
There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Continuar.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
Sheriff?
What the hell? Show me the clicker.
cannot see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Pois é. Então, vamos para a luz.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go.
Vamos lá embora.
Vanished.
Ora, aí está. Fim do capítulo 1. E fim do episódio. Ora, deixem o vosso like. Subscrevam caso não tenham feito ainda. Ficava bastante agradecido. E continuamos no próximo episódio. Muito obrigado e até ao próximo.